Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am Fletch, and things sure have been happening in Camille's plotline recently. I'm, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to be playing said horrible little detective, and joining me is my wonderful friend and very talented person.
Hi, I'm Avi, and today I will be playing a very good doctor, uh, who has amnesia. You can call them Inmate 01.
Yeah. I simply hold this doctor. I This is the first time technically meeting the doctor. However, I am still holding them. I have heard a lot ahead of time.
Yes, because this doctor lives rent-free in my head. But before we get started, this is, taking place in a hospital setting. So fair warning, there is a lot of, medical talk, especially related to medical issues. Um, no needles though. Um, that's gonna be the only mention. um,
Yeah.
and I would like to put a disclaimer out saying that I, me, Avi, am not a medical professional, so do not take my word as law. If you are experiencing actual trouble, please go see a real doctor.
Yeah, I am also jumping in to say, I'm also not a doctor. I'm an art student. Historically, we're not very good about that stuff. But, and yeah, extra disclaimer. Yeah, absolutely. If you please do see a real doctor and don't use random like D&D podcasts on the internet as a method for like diagnosis. Really that just sounds like a bad idea all around. But yeah. So, with all those disclaimers aside,
Hi, Camille. You have just gone through a procedure following your rescue, um, and the consequential arrest of a certain Rose, who gave you a lot of trouble recently. Um, and you are currently in a hospital room, waking up. How are you feeling?
I I'm gonna roll con for funnies. Yeah, that's what I expected. That's a 7. He's not dead. He's not feeling he's not feeling too hot though. Like he did jump through a window and
Yeah.
then try and walk a good bit. Uh like your boy is probably still recovering from like blood loss and a what we call bonkus of the conkus.
This is true. Um,
uh
do you. Hmm. Would Camille do like a quick glance over himself to see how he's doing? Uh,
um probably um he has some stuff he likes to generally keep on him.
mm-hmm.
And so why don't we roll that perception? Cool.
Did you get a bullshit roll?
Not too bullshit,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
that's
yeah, you do have your belongings. Somebody brought it and has placed it on, like, I guess it's a stand next to the bed. You're
Mhm.
sleeping in, or you were sleeping in. But when you, like, do, like, a glance over yourself, whoever did this procedure is, must be really, really good because you do not see any form of surgical scars. Um, uh, I'm tempted to give this to you now. um, the door to your room is currently cracked open just a bit, and you can just barely make out, hey, that's the woman you met on the murder case that led up to this. And she is currently talking to what appears to be a doctor who is, who it looks like they were about to enter the room. But one last bit, Izumi is asleep in one of the chairs in your room.
Oh.
Just pass the fuck out.
Oh, Izumi, beloved. This is a totally normal thing to do for your coworker, by the way.
Yeah. um But yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear what they are speaking to each other. That was a 21. I think the most you get is that I'm not going to do a whole conversation. It sounds like this doctor was trying to reassure this woman, Natalia. And by the tone of their conversation, they do seem to be well acquainted with each other. But eventually, Natalia sighs and nods and says that she has to go back and check on Alexa. And soon enough, she does leave, and the doctor enters the room.
Yeah, Camilla's probably kind of looking at Izumi questionably, like, because he's probably never seen Izumi this passed out before. Like, you've seen Izumi asleep before, but you said he's out.
No, he is fucking out, man. Whatever happened today, I'm assuming it's technically the same day, but like pretty later.
Yeah, it's probably like some really random hour at night or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or the next day.
Yeah.
Time's funky like that. It's fine. Um, yeah, as the doctor walks in, he does kind of turn to look and actually wait, let me shit. I dropped my D20.
No.
Alright, why must things that are designed to roll? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Nah. That was to see if he was going to be able to go and grab his hat, but nope. Yeah, so yeah, the good doctor comes in to see Camille reaching over before stopping and looking over at you.
I have to do this. I have to. Cuz we talked about it and we thought it would be hilarious.
We did talk about that.
God, I have to figure out how they do it because I'm so not used to them doing this. I have waited and waited and waited for the opportunity for them to do this in character because this is canon from their source material. Hang on, I have to roll performance.
Take your time.
No, you're rolling at disadvantage, buddy. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. And as they come in, your passive insight, it's a 20, right?
Yep.
Alright. How do I describe this then? Alright, this doctor, who you have not met before, walks in, sees that you're awake. I have to decide on how they say this. I can't do this. They see that you're awake, and they try to give you what you assume is supposed to be a reassuring smile, but with that fucking 8 that they just had, you can tell that they are not at all used to smiling full stop. And they say in a voice that is that you can tell has been attempted, like it's been practiced. And they say, "Hi, I'm your surgeon."
Oh, I hold them so gentle. Uh, Camille probably doesn't even dare to roll insight on that.
No!
Um,
They fucking got an 8 with disadvantage. They have no charisma.
yeah. Yeah, he's kind of just staring at this person and is currently thinking, this person is trying really hard. And his distant part of him is wondering if they practiced it.
And because this is Toonkind D&D, I'm not sure if this happens in canon, in universe, or whatever, but I can say with full confidence, yes, this doctor very much practiced trying to be reassuring to their patients.
There's a whole flashback. That Camille can't see, of course.
Yeah, a whole.
No one in universe can see, but it's for us, the audience.
A whole flashback of them trying to practice this in the mirror of their prison room.
And I love them so much already.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, Camille kind of just takes that in and kind of just gives a nod like, thank you. You don't have to do that. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. I hold a simple doctor. There's a pause, like a pretty long pause. This doctor doesn't really say anything, but it has the very like air of just and they say the smile does drop. Just from their posture, you get the impression they were kind of relieved. And they lift a hand. They were holding the a what's the word? Fuck, clipboard. They were holding a clipboard that has like some paperwork, and they look it over and they say, you are Camille Christie, yes?
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, alright. You can roll insight at any time, my dude.
Oh, he sure is.
Okay.
Horrible little man.
Horrible little man. Uh, this horrible little boy. I can say with perfect clarity, with that zoom words. I keep saying the wrong words. That Camille can see. That this doctor was trying their goddamn hardest to be as reassuring as possible. They're not great at it. But you also have picked up on the fact that every time they look at you, they're not actually looking at you. They look in your direction, but they have trouble making eye contact. It's either that they're looking at your nose or a spot on your like forehead or something, you know, like kind of those sorts of tricks and whatnot to make it look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you realize as they're looking over the paperwork on the clipboard, they don't really emote much, but the more they like look over a few things on the paperwork and whatnot, the more they realize that boy, there is an air of very much a lot of concern as they move.
Oh boy. He was kind of just, he's kind of just sitting there. That's not a very good sign. He kind of absent-mindedly rubs at his wrist because he doesn't have his watch or anything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Camille. I will also say with a 23, you've noticed that they have not introduced themselves, and you do not see a name tag or anything.
Yeah.
So, this doctor looks over their clipboard, and they, as they do, they say, I was the, doctor who performed your operation. I, was hoping to speak with you. Our staff was not able to get in contact with your guardians, so I was hoping that you may shed some light on some conditions that we have found.
Kind of reaches up in towards his arm because that's probably the person that comes to his mind.
His arm, right?
Yeah, his left arm, I believe. Yeah, looking at his reference, if I can remember. Yeah, left arm.
Alright.
Because that is where he got a certain souvenir from an encounter with a certain phantom thief.
Yeah, I will say that, like, you still have, like, the scars that, like, haven't... There are new scars, that's what I meant from earlier. Like, that scar, that previous scar is still there.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, I get you, Dollar. And he's just, What, specifically?
Well, let me start with the simple questions. To your knowledge, do you have any previous existing medical conditions?
Are you gonna be Are you going to be truthful about that bit, at least? Okay, he is. Okay,
Oh.
cool. For once, I don't have to get out the deception modifier. And he nods at that, like, I, I do have a bunch of, scars from getting into a lot of situations. I also don't really have the best immune system, and, I have a mild allergy to coconut.
They nod and it's the nod of like, okay, yeah, that checks out because that was probably something that they had picked up on. Um, and again, they look in your direction as you speak, but they don't make eye contact. Um, and
Yeah.
oh, were you saying something?
Just, man, already Camille is very uncomfortable with all this.
I gently pat Camille.
Uh, and he's kind of just gonna go with the tried and true method of distraction. As he kind of just, tilts his head and is just like, why don't you have a name tag?
Oh, okay. Hang on. It's a good thing you have proficiency in this, buddy. Oof.
Oof.
That was an 11.
Whoopsies.
Oopsies. They had been looking in your direction when you were talking. You ask this question and they immediately look back at their clipboard.
Oh,
They
he's
just
gonna. Oh, that's what I thought you would say, you horrible man. He's gonna incite that.
oh.
Uh,
How do I put this into words? The answer they give you is I did not get one. And with the fucking 27 insight. Oh my god. I love you, Camille. Please, my boys, my little doctor lad, they are just level 4.
they're just sitting here. They're not ready to deal with his bullshit.
In this doctor that you have been speaking to the entire time, oh goodness, there is a lot of hesitancy. I guess that's a word. It's what my brain came up with. There's a lot of hesitation, and a lot of nervousness. But it's not something that they are outwardly expressing, aside from a nervous tick of them like tapping a finger against the clipboard.
Oh, I love them.
And Camille, do you mind if I flavor the rest of this? With
Yeah.
with your funky little rhythm thing?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Camille,
Is
yeah, oh.
yeah. For the audience, Camille can also hear the rhythm, so I finger gun at all of you. He who.
uh, Camille, when you actually stop to, like, pick apart this guy's theme from the rhythm, you notice that there is something inherently sad about it. Sad and somber. Um, and here, how about I give you this? The answer inmate gave you that they did not get a name tag. A possible reason why someone would not have a name tag may be because that they don't have a name.
Yeah. Yeah, Camille's gonna file that away. However, he's a horrible little bastard boy, who doesn't want to talk about himself. So, he's just gonna, uh, first of all, I'm just gonna slide this in, and then he's just going to put on the, oh, you got a horrible little roll, but I guess that makes sense. He's going to try to put on his usual little baby act and kind of just say like, "That don't all the other doctors have one?"
They are still not looking in your direction. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. There's another long moment of hesitation. And oh goodness. There's another bit of hesitation when they, until they say, if I had a name, I do not remember it.
I don't remember it.
And they just shake their head.
Feel is what are you gonna do with that little man? He might just leave it there for now until things start to get a bit too close for comfort again. uh Yeah, instead he's just gonna say like, I'm sorry, that must suck.
Oh goodness. What do you say? What do you say, Doctor?
They're just both so uncomfortable.
They sure are. I hold them so gently. Anyway, I think they just say, it is what it is. But they kind of like actually look at their clipboard, like they're actually like trying to like parse something out. And there is a beat where they like pause and readjust themselves. And they say, during the operation, we, like I said, we had picked up on a few irregularities. And suppose that it may be beneficial to speak with you about them to see if you know anything about it. Oh boy.
Let's see.
I'm trying to pick one out that like probably wouldn't scare Camille first. There is quite a lot.
There is.
I
think all of those would be kind of.
Yeah, all of these are kind of funky. And
Yeah.
And I look at this, I'm just like, man. And
I don't think there's a single one there that wouldn't freak him out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna break this one gently to him. I look back on a conversation we had that could be kind of funny, and you see this doctor kind of like look something over specifically, and they say, first and foremost, we have noticed a calcium deficiency.
Calcium deficiency?
Namely,
Me looking exactly at what this looks.
You know exactly what this is.
No. God, I'm gonna have to tell Moss that their stupid little joke is completely canon now.
Typically at this age, for real kind, at least, the adult teeth tend to set in, and, well, your body seems rather insistent on, well, how do you phrase this, buddy?
God.
Your body seems insistent on producing teeth. We're not sure on how much, but if you lose a tooth, it may, the replacement that grows in may still be one considered for a child. He just went, ah.
How do you respond to being told that? God. Yeah. Just takes a moment before he's just, excuse me?
To put it simply, your body may not stop growing teeth.
You want to make a perception? God. I can't believe her. Oh god. Oh my god. Kale just, man, how do you describe the expression on his face? He's, blue screening more than a little bit, as he kind of just mumbles subtly to himself, like, obviously you weren't supposed to overhear this, but he is having a time. As he's just quietly by the moon that is fucked up.
Hey, Camille, there are more on this page that this guy is looking at. It's just gonna get worse from here, buddy.
This is breaking it gently.
We're doing our best to break it gently. They kind of like pause, but they don't really like say anything. They're kind of like just awkwardly standing there, like they're not sure if they should give you like some time to just take that in.
He is certainly trying to take it in. Let's see, does it hit you? Okay. He's still gonna need a moment to process.
This doctor just awkwardly stands here.
Yeah, after it takes a bit, cause that sure is something to do. And after a moment, and by moment I mean more like quite a few moments, something clicks, and he's just very slowly like, you said you found a few?
They nod.
God, he's just sitting here. But he is kind of looking at you expectantly now.
Alright, I know I know I picked out the infinite teeth first, thinking it would be the easiest to break to him.
Yeah, if it helps, there is they probably don't know all of the stuff on the list.
Yeah.
But they sure would notice, like, for example, the very last one, that probably isn't something that they would know.
Yeah, I don't think they would know, given the kind of stuff that they had to treat. I don't think they would have picked up on the second one.
Yeah, you can probably rule which ones that they do and do not have knowledge of.
Yeah. I think they probably would know this one. Hang on a sec. I will say, when they had been giving you some time to, like, process that, they had, lowered the clipboard. But even when they, like, weren't holding it in both hands, you noticed that they were holding their arms so that their wrists were just naturally close together.
I see. Yeah, boy. There's gonna be a mental note of that once his brain is working again.
Yeah. I gently pat. So, like, if you're expectantly looking at them, they just go, we have noticed that there is a, hang on, I need to look something up. Because they are a doctor, and God, they are neurodivergent, and they would use big words in front of a 6-year-old.
I mean, to be fair, they probably do at least know the first point, considering the bonkest conkest.
Yeah. Uh, but again, I think it would be funny if we like got to that in like a little bit later. I might get to it
Yeah.
in just a bit.
Yeah, we'll slow burn it.
um, a we have noticed a what's called a heart murmur. We don't believe it will directly affect your physical health, but I assume it is caused by extreme physical stress.
He is dealing with that a lot better than the infinite team thing, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Uh, he kind of slowly nods at that. Just a little, I see. As if he knows already exactly what situation caused that one.
Again, they kind of look in your direction, like oh goodness. Again, they don't meet your gaze, but they do say, you know what might have caused this?
Horrible man. And he gives inmate a
They can't even beat that on a nat 20.
okay, I can roll disadvantage there.
No, it's fine. I think it would have been hilarious.
There. He just gives inmate a bright little kitty smile. As he's just like, no idea.
Oh
Uh
gosh. Oh
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, you can see that it is strained, and he is once again rubbing at his wrist.
Oh, are you going to go off now?
Oh no!
I hold this doctor. Are you going to go off now, or were you gonna wait until after you get through everything? Okay, no, 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 no. This is just the first offense. Give me a sec. I'm actually gonna take off my hood because it is getting a little bit warm.
Valid.
Alright, okay. I think what they do say, because they did pick up on this. And since this is just like the first time you like try to brush this off, they just say, if even if it is just the slightest of ideas, I highly encourage that you tell me. I am a doctor, and I cannot do my job to treat my patients if they do not tell me what is wrong.
I can't think of anything that would cause it right now, but I'll let you know if I do.
I think they'll take that. For now.
For now.
You kind of see them, like, again, they're not the best at expressing their themselves, so they just kind of like nod in acknowledgement and look over the next a bit of information that they're going to tell you. Alright, Yeah, I don't think they would have noticed this one just yet. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this one, the first one. You came here with a concussion to be treated, and after running a few tests, we did find something odd with your nervous system.
It would make sense that you failed that.
Oh.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems pretty strained.
Okay, how do you phrase this? How are you gonna phrase this in a way that doesn't spook this child? You've already spooked this child. Come on, buddy.
They are trying.
They sure are trying. Again, with your passive 20, buddy boy, they sure are trying. And they oh goodness. They take a moment and they say your brain and the rest of your nervous system is not exactly consistent with the physical biology of a child your age. I would wager, I guess, to say that it is more accurate to someone in their adolescence, give or take 15 to 16.
Oh, okay, again, cool.
Oh!
Yeah, he's really not doing too hot. God, oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of anxiety, little man.
Oh, I'm sorry!
And he's not doing the best job at hiding it. You can roll insight if you want to.
Of course, here we go. Well, that's not the greatest. But it does beat it! It does beat that 14.
Yep. Yeah, man. He is very much on edge right now. He's kind of gripping at the blanket a little bit, and he was kind of tense this whole conversation, but now it looks like he's about ready to bolt. Even though he literally just got surgery.
Oh, goodness.
He's... Yeah. I shake him.
Oh gosh, no, inmate picks up on this and they instinctively take a step back.
Yeah, and he's kind of just... Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to frighten you.
How I shake Camille. I guess this is what happens when he's found out and there's not a giant issue right in front of them to be dealt with. He's gonna try and I don't know what you mean by that.
Oh. Oh, there's a nervous tick again. Oh. um, well, they are holding an object, at least, so, like, the nervous tick is not something destructive, at least, so they just, kind of go back to tapping a finger. They are not looking at you. Oh. Oh gosh. What do you say? You have the higher functions of someone who is more you have the higher functions consistent with someone who is older than you are physically. They don't they hesitate. They're not actively deceiving, so I'm trying to debate whether or not to make you roll insight.
I mean, I can roll insight there. Alright. They're not actively deceiving, but it is something that's you kind of have to look to notice, so it's fine.
Yeah, again, they're not looking at you, but they can already tell that they have already frightened you, and they are trying so very hard not to scare you again. Something about the way they are holding themselves as they try to communicate this issue with you almost feels on par with shame.
Oh, inmate. Oh, buddy.
I hold a simple doctor.
I hold this doctor so gently. I apologize for my horrible detective.
And they say, it is an unusual case. I have not seen it before. I do not believe you are the age you claim to be.
You just keep on getting bullied, don't you, buddy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Camille.
Yeah, he's just... What do you do, little man?
I think they did close the door when they had entered, so there is like nobody is listening in. This is said, and Azumi is passed the fuck out.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely being told with doctor-patient confidentiality um, in mind. Even so, this doctor is not, like, looking in your direction. Again, that kind of, like, shame is still kind of lingering in the air. Um, as they pause and they say, "Is if this is a if this is a physical affliction, I would like to offer my assistance."
Hey. Okay. He is starting to pull himself together.
Oh, buddy.
Uh, he is still very on edge, still kind of looks like he's, um, ready to perhaps, I
Defenestrate
could make.
again.
I mean, I didn't want to make that joke, but yes, absolutely. Yeah, I like just kind of pretty much gives off the vibes of a cornered animal. Um, but he does take a breath and try to reprioritize things as he's just, does anyone else know?
No, I am the I was the surgeon in charge of the operation. It was an odd case, and I would not reveal that information to anyone else without approval from the patient or their legal guardian.
He does finally let himself relax a little bit. He no longer looks ready to defenestrate. Still on edge, but less so. As he just nods and is takes another deep breath. He's rubbing at his wrist again as he's just make for your safety. Make sure nobody else knows.
Did he say for your own safety?
Yeah.
Okay. This is told in with doctor-patient confidentiality in mind. What do you mean by my own safety?
You're right about this. And he kind of gestures at himself, not being my real age. But that's not something anyone is supposed to know.
They pause and oh gosh, I think with a passive of 20, they are trying to like trying to break the tension just a little bit, but they say in that same kind of monotonous tone, uh even though this is clearly meant to be a joke, there is no inflection indicating it as one. They just say, I happen to be a very good doctor. Better than most.
That does actually get a snort out of Camille.
Oh.
Yeah, there is the briefest of smiles, as he's just, okay, I believe you on that front, at least.
Oh gosh. For the audience, inwardly, Inmate is actually very, very happy that Camille did laugh at that. But I shake them because they are incapable of smiling. They don't know how.
It's fine. This is why he's here with a detective with disgusting insight.
Yeah, that laugh does get them to, like, relax a little, and their head turns back in your direction.
Yeah. And where is your mind going, little man? Okay, no, we're not going to be mentioning that one, actually.
Oh boy.
No, we're not going to be mentioning that one. It's fine. Apparently he just had a fond memory. Of a certain other doctor from the past, but I won't say more than that.
Oh, that's soft.
And yeah. And he's just like, well, it's a bit too late to try and fool you, I guess.
Again, they had turned back in your direction, but like now they're like again looking. They're doing that thing where they're trying to look at you without actually looking at you.
Oh.
But they are listening. If you do have something to say.
Yeah, he is going to offer a bit of an explanation. As he's just like, yeah, You don't need to know who I was before. That would only make things worse. But yes, my real age is 16. Almost 17 at this point.
They nod and tilt their head and they say, do you know what caused this? And they kind of take a moment to try and figure out how to phrase this. And it's funny because I think what they have settled on is really funny.
Oh.
Do you know what might have caused this physical affliction?
Oh, buddy.
They don't know what else to call it.
That is fair. And he nods like, about half a year ago now, I got Okay, buddy, come on, you can say the words. Come on. I got poisoned.
Poisoned. No magical effects.
No, it wasn't magical, I don't think. It wasn't supposed to leave behind any trace. It was supposed to make things look like an accident. But I guess this must have been a side effect.
You see them pause and look back over their notes.
Mm-hmm.
And they absent-mindedly say, I suppose that explains the heart murmur.
He nods at that. Like, yeah, bodies aren't supposed to change that much without magic.
And they kind of just nod, like, yes, they know this, like, oh gosh. You shrank! You went from the size of a teenager to an infant, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the time. Yeah, he's kind of got a let's be nice and say far away look in his eyes right now. He's not really looking over at Inmate. He's kind of just looking down at his little 6-year-old hands.
Oh, Inmate, what are you gonna say? If this is a physical affliction, then it may be in my area of expertise to look into this. If you would let me, I would like to help.
Can I try and strong arm you with a whiz roll? No. No, okay. Damn you, horrible child.
Oh boy.
That was me trying to strong arm him into making a good decision for once. Nope. He kind of clenches his hands and shakes his head like, I couldn't ask that of you.
You are not the one asking. I am. It is not right to leave a patient while they are suffering. I am a doctor. I would like to help in any way that I can.
You want to roll an insight on him?
Yes! Oh, that's not great.
Oh no. Yeah. At the 12, you can see that he looks conflicted, but unfortunately not too much more than that. Is he kind of shakes his head again, like, no, it would be too dangerous.
Oh god. The only response inmate gave me was one word.
Oh boy.
And?
Uh, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Why are you like this, you horrible, horrible child? The dice have not been kind on his whiz saves right now.
Oh, honey.
He looks up at you and, there's there is no light to his eyes as he's just, I can't let them kill another person.
And I cannot leave a patient. Not like this. Oh my god. Why are you giving me this line already?
Uh-oh!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh!
Oh my god, are you going to say this? Oh, buddy, I think you are. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh.
Us yelling at our horrible little guys.
I am a nameless doctor without much say in what happens to me. My life is already forfeit for the foreseeable future. If I can make a choice to save a life, to help someone, I would much prefer to do that over leaving them to die or to suffer. I am a doctor. I am a doctor. And I will help my patients.
Okay. Man. I lay here. Camille kind of just sits there and looks at you, 'cause that sure sounds familiar to someone's philosophy, huh? Huh, Camille? How does it feel to be on the receiving end of that one?
Get wrecked, buddy. And also, I blow a kiss to our audience.
Yeah, our lovely audience weeping in the corner. And after a moment, he slumps, but it's not out of relief or like tension has drained out of him. It's more like defeat, which I guess is probably as close as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
As he's just doctors really are all the stubborn type, aren't you?
We do what we can to save lives. Even if it means risking our jobs.
And he kind of gets a wistful look to his face. Is, oh god, I guess that person has been on your mind a bit, huh? And he shakes his head once more, but this time there's a bit of fondness to it, as just, you're not gonna stop, are you?
I don't believe so, no.
Just don't die. Don't. Be careful.
Are you going to make another fucking joke?
Oh my god!
Dying would be counterproductive.
Somehow this one also hits. I think they just somehow inmate finally has met someone with their sense of humor, I guess.
They are so bad at telling jokes.
Yeah, or they just both have a really morbid sense of humor. And he's just, I suppose.
Oh, Mikey, no!
Oh no!
Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
She is in lap.
Nice.
Do not bite.
Just, you do have a point there. I guess you can. If I can't stop you, then I can't stop you. If finds out what you're researching and if they connect the dots, it would be more than just our lives on the line.
Nobody will know.
He nods. No, it's a stiff one. He is accepting it, I suppose.
Haha, how's it like to get helped, buddy?
He doesn't like it, but if there's nothing he can do...
You still don't know this doctor's name, or what to call them, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he is... With that out of the way, he is going to, kind of... his head again, though this time without pretending to be baby, as he's just... You said you were a nameless doctor before.
Yes.
And that your life was already forfeit.
They nod.
What exactly did you mean by that?
Oh, they look away again. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. There's a pause as they look away. Oh, they do not look. Oh. Yeah, you can pick this up again. That shame is back.
Oh.
Yeah, and oh goodness. I think there's a moment as they like try to steady their own like breathing. Before they kind of like their shoulders kind of like slump a little, and they say, "If I had a name, I do not remember it, but if you must refer to me by something, my prison number is inmate 01."
Okay. I guess we are going to say, I guess it's Camille's turn to be stupid. Because that is barely out of your mouth, where Camille is just like, oh, fuck that. I'm not going to call you by number.
Hang on, I think I should roll their save. Yeah, okay, they're fine. They do like pause when you say that. Head turning back in your direction. And they say, I do not have anything else official to be called by. Maki, please stop trying to mess with the dice.
Oh, beloved. Maki, our beloved. You mean to say that you were arrested and imprisoned without even knowing your name?
Oh, inmate, the line you just gave me is not gonna help. They are just a simple doctor.
You're just a simple doctor. with legal troubles, and I have a simple detective with medical troubles.
Wow. um. Okay, I think what they say is I do not remember most of my life prior to my arrest.
Going to. Oh no, he is not. He is mad. He is angry. He's just. And he's trying very hard to keep it in, but no, it's obvious this kid's mad. And by that, you wouldn't happen to mean that you're. Please don't tell me the first thing you remember is getting arrested.
Oh gosh. Gosh. Inmate kind of just. There's a long moment of hesitation. Like, they're not sure if they should say exactly what the first thing they remember is.
Me knowing what the first thing they remember is.
But they just kind of just shake their head.
You at least know why they arrested you?
Oh, buddy. I shake the fact that this doctor is not like expressive because oh boy am I feeling their feelings.
That was. Yeah, no, I'm sit here and forced to deal with Camille's feelings, which sucks, because he doesn't even know what his feelings are.
Again, there's another long pause, and they say, "Are you familiar with the incident that occurred at Rutherford University?" And you're free to roll history.
Alright. Cool.
Oh!
That. Usually he gets shitty history rolls, so this is a surprise.
Oh, God.
I guess it's to make up for his awful, awful whiz saves earlier.
This is not gonna help. So, I think by now, actually, it would be 9 years ago, but considering the fact that you are
Older than 9.
Yeah, considering the fact that you are a detective, even though you were still a child when this happened, you might have like read this when you were like, you know, I guess training to be detective at some point. Rutherford University is a university in Faruma. And 9 years ago, there had been a horrific accident. They assume it was something in a gas. But nobody survived. There was this contained outbreak of a deadly virus, and the reports say that it might have been something that, like, the virology department of the university had been researching. But nobody survived this, whatever it was, except for one person, and that was the person they arrested.
And
And yeah, that person that they arrested, they charged him and found them guilty of bioterrorism. 250 years in solitary.
man. Yeah. Yeah, Camille is thinking about all that, and there's a bad taste in his mouth as he's like, yeah, I know about that.
And again, you don't have to roll that insight. Because, oh man, God, that somber and melancholy tone in this doctor's theme, it is almost like overpowering with how much shame and guilt they feel. Because, come on, what kind of doctor kills so many people?
Man. Yeah. Yeah, Camille's not gonna say anything just yet, because he has already pieced that together, but he also doesn't want it to be like that, so he's waiting for inmate to confirm it.
And yeah, as I try to steady my own voice,
No.
they just say, I was found guilty of bioterrorism.
That is bullshit.
They blink and look in your direction.
I'm assuming you don't have any memories of the incident, do you?
They look away.
Are you gonna be calm about this? Or are you going to... Okay, he's good. He can keep... He's good. That's not to mean he isn't fucking pissed. He is. This just means that he's not going to blow up.
Oh, thank goodness. This doctor is here.
Yeah, he is trying to keep a level head for this poor doctor. As he's just very slowly. Like, what kind of moon-dimmed court would just... Only thing we know you're guilty of is surviving.
They kind of shrink in on that.
That doesn't prove anything. They...
Oh god, anyway, are you gonna say the fucking line?
Uh-oh. Just because you were there doesn't mean that you did it. You were just... You
Oh,
could
they're...
have just been a victim that got lucky.
Oh, no!
No. I'm so sorry. He's kind of thinking about his own situation a little bit and perhaps projecting, apparently, as he's just... You didn't do... There is no proof that you've done anything wrong, and frankly, I find it hard to believe that you would ever knowingly hurt another person.
Oh god. Oh god. Hang on, I, me, Avi, am crying, I should say for the audience. Inmate is
Oh
not
no!
crying.
I hold you so gentle.
Man! Yikes. Anyway. Their voice is quieter than they had been before, but if I go any quieter, I'm afraid my mic won't pick it up. But they go. When I came to, the first thing I saw was a pile of bodies. I would love to agree with you, but I don't have the memory to say so.
Well, I'm a detective. It's kind of my job to piece things together after the fact. So, if you're going to help me, the least I can do to help you in return.
Guess whose turn it is for the whiz save? Oh, okay.
Thank goodness for proficiency in that.
Yeah. And, they kind of lift their head to look in your direction again, and they're just... I don't know how to get you more information. My warden is directly tied to the FDI, and even he is having trouble finding information on the case. I am not trying to discourage you. It will just be difficult.
Well, imagine figuring out my situation isn't exactly easy either, so consider it a fair trade.
And they pause. And there's a moment where they bring their, they're still holding on to the clipboard.
This poor doctor's been standing the whole time since the zoomies passed out in the chair.
Yeah! Pass the fuck out. They're fine, don't worry about it. This do you see them bring their hands together, and they start kind of like fidgeting with the sleeve of like one of the sleeves of their jacket. And they say, I suppose that is fair.
And Camille gives them a little smile and holds out a hand to shake, and is just, well, if you don't have anything official to call yourself, what about any unofficial names?
They had started to reach for your hand to shake back, but like when you ask about unofficial names, they kind of like hesitate a bit, and they like, sorry, the baby's awake.
You're valid.
They they hesitate and like try to think. Oh, he sure got a few. Maki, please stop. I'm trying to. They kind of. I have a few. Though mostly in the hospital, the other staff refer to me by doctor. I have been called sorry, in retrospect, I'm realizing how cute some of these nicknames they've gotten so far are.
Just absolute deadpan, the most cutesy nicknames.
I have been called matey and number one by a few patients. One of my patients have referred to me as Red.
Quite a few nicknames.
Yeah. They do have a few, and well, they did say if all else fails, you could call them Doctor.
Yeah. So he kind of falters for a moment, then turns his head like, well, what's your favorite?
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. I think they just take a moment and and say, Doctor, it's what I am. It is all I know.
Doctor it is. And he holds his hand out a little more again.
Alright. Yeah, and inmate will take it and shake.
It's nice to meet you. God, I guess I have to do the thing. As he's just like, I'm Camille Christie, detective.
It is nice to meet you, Camille Christie.
And I hold the both of them.
Yeah.
They just want to help each other.
You're just some man. Oh, we've been at this for like 2 hours. I think I have a good note to end us off on.
Alright.
Okay, how do you phrase this? It is a very kind of like, even though it is kind of somber, there is something a bit lighthearted about this scene. As inmate pulls back from the handshake, and after a moment, they go. Have you been getting enough sleep?
He
Or 3 full meals a day? You are, I've noticed oh god, what would it be? A deficiency? Is that the
It's
term?
not.
Malnutrition?
It's
No? I don't know.
I don't think it would quite be malnutrition. He just simply has been kind of bad at taking care of himself.
Yeah. And like, they are going to pester Camille a little bit about self-caring.
Yeah.
Because, buddy, take your health into consideration.
Yeah, he kind of just at those questions, Camille kind of just glances away, like, uh, um, I, it would have been enough if I was 16 still.
They kind of frown and they say, it does not appear as though your body has completely adjusted. Please try to take your needs, your physical needs, into consideration. I understand that detective work can be quite intensive, but you cannot function properly without the proper amount of food and sleep.
And he kind of just, yeah, he says it's not pouting. I say it's pouting. He kind of just deflates and pouts a little as he's just, I know.
And then there is Another pause, and then... Do you always make defenestration a part of your techniques?
God.
Even saying it, I couldn't keep a straight face.
God, there's just some very defensive. Not usually!
They just kind of nod and, like, look over their notes. Oh, gosh.
That's probably... Anything else you want to add, or is it...
I mean, I don't... Let me look over these notes again. I mean, we kind of went over that. I don't think they'll... Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
But hey, you now have Dr. Friend.
And Doctor has yet another friend who seems to be hell-bent on helping.
Yay! Oh, I love this. We have so much in common, guys. Maki, please do not bite my hands. I am just trying to use my computer. Alright, we're good.
Yeah, I hope that you guys had fun. I hope you had fun, Abby.
Oh, I absolutely did. Oh, goodness.
I hold inmates so very gentle. And I shake Camille around like a rag doll.
This doctor is just simply here, giving Camille a short panic attack.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's fine.
Alright. That's all from us, folks. Thank you to our wonderful, wonderful audience for listening in, both now in the voice call and in the future in the on the recording. For now, we bid you a good time zone.